I'm getting tired of these videos. Hello again, it's Hyperion, and I'm still in No Man's Sky. Yeah, so I decided to check out the quests. Again, I haven't done any in a while because, as I stated in a previous video, which was a very long rant, but somewhere in there I talked about quests, and in there I said that part of the problem with the quests is that once you get to a certain point, there's no reason to do them anymore. Namely, one of the biggest reasons is, as we go in here, you'll see I'm a little overloaded with nanites, and I have nowhere to spend them. Now, some of the prizes for quests are good. Money is good. Semiconductors and this are good, because they're basically money. You can sell them. They also can make items for other recipes, but unfortunately, as I stated in many of my videos, I don't have those recipes because they're impossible to find. However, let's go in here and let me talk about what my day has been like trying to get back into quests and check them out again. And that is that I've probably done about half a dozen quests today, and just about all of them were broken in some way. Now, I'm going to buy this one because hot ice is a really good thing to have. It's worth a lot of money, and that one's not hard to do. But also in here, we've got stuff like raid a planetary depot, deliver an item, collect an item, and I think these two are the two I'm going to focus on right now. Oh, and I'm going to also go after a pirate. So here we go. Let's talk about the problems I've had with these today. Now, I just flew to this solar system because I had one of those deliver an item quests right here. Now, these might work for the video, but I'm going to explain what happened. Now, if you go to do the deliver an item quest, they give you an item and a defense chit to deliver to another solar system. Now, what I'm gonna do here is, let's see what this is real quick. Yes, I know, you want me to hunt the pirate, but the gamma root, well, this is convenient because I'm actually flying my ship that all my gamma root is stored in, so we're just gonna go ahead and deliver that real quick while we're here, and I'm gonna kind of ignore that pirate. Because, you know what, I'll just get him later. I know you can pretty much figure out where this is going, but we're hoping we're going to see some other stuff. So, as you know, and this is something I've never been too much of a fan of, but when you do the pirate hunt, immediately as you warp out, there's the pirate. That takes a little bit of the immersion out for me, and I would much rather it be something along the lines of the Sentinel missions where you have to go find Sentinels and kill them. It'd be nice if the pirate missions were more like that, where you can just, when you get attacked, take out the pirates. But it's a little bit too point and click for me that you literally pick up the mission and the pirate is right there and you just kill him and you go right back and return it in. The mission lasts about 5 minutes, and it's not really that fun for that reason. I mean, it's fun for a space battle, but it's just always one guy. He's never that hard to kill, and you just sort of are done from there. So let's see if we can deliver this stuff. Alright. Delivered it, and let's see what happens. See, this one worked. But in my case, what happened was I flew to this solar system to deliver an item. Now, that was the one where you had to collect an item, so that one's hit or miss whether it works. Sometimes I will come up to this terminal and the option to deliver the item will be grayed out. And when it's grayed out, I can't click it, I can't deliver it, but as soon as I back out, it says, congratulations, you completed the mission, now return to the placey place. But unfortunately, well, not unfortunately, but then you get to keep the item, which is like, okay, great, what was the point of that? There I'm out 50 gamma root, but that's no big deal because there's a farm of those on my base. Now, we've flown out here. Let's go ahead and take care of that pirate we were talking about. Oh, right. Where is he? Nowhere, because he's now gone. The mission is still there in the lower right of the screen, but he's gone. He's not going to show back up again, and you've missed your opportunity. Granted, it's kind of one of those things, why would you do that? But it happened to me earlier where I don't know what I was thinking. I really was in the middle of trying to get something accomplished, and I just bypassed him and forgot to kill him. But now I'm stuck with this mission, with nobody to kill. Again, this would be nice if maybe a pirate attacked me or something. Then I could kill him, and then the quest would say you're done, much like the Sentinel quests. But unfortunately, no, I was obligated to kill the pirate right there. And if for whatever reason you're not ready, you realize you got the wrong ship, or your ship's not fully upgraded enough that you wanted, you're kind of stuck. So the only option I have now, because he is very much gone, you can see I'm gonna circle around a little bit here so that the waypoints move around, but he's gone. And that's it. I blew my chances. I can scan. He's not here. So now I have no choice but to abandon the mission. But rather than bother doing that right now, let's just go ahead and warp to the next solar system that they wanted me to go to, which is right here, which is fine because that's where I came from, so I get to go back. Now I'm hoping this error that I got in the last solar system happens again, just so I can recreate it. But what I'll explain what happened anyways. I got to the landing platform where you're supposed to deliver it, and it wasn't grayed out. I was able to deliver it, and so thus I did that. I delivered it. And where is it? Hello? Hello? Ah, well, this always happens too once you get up to a certain level, and that's why they give you the defense chit. So we're gonna go ahead and, you know, take care of these guys. Yeah. I'm gonna refuse. I'm not even gonna waste the defense chit. And we're gonna get my photon cannon, because right now that's the most powerful weapon on this ship. Oh, they're already attacking. I thought they were warping in front of me, but apparently they were behind me. But let's go ahead and take these guys out. Yeah, they're not too tough. All right, sorry, I'm gonna get a little quiet here because gotta focus. All right. Come on. I really wish the weapons had a better lock-on system. It's really hard to pinpoint when to hit, where you hit them. Even with the thing lit up red, they don't really. It doesn't really connect a lot of times. The rockets are my least favorite because they really. There's plenty of times I see those things soaring past them. Alright, now I think one of these guys is a bit tough, or is like a 3-star guy. Oh, that was an accident. I didn't mean to do that. So let's go ahead and line this up real quick, and... Alright, the rockets don't fire twice in a row. As you can see, the rockets misfired and didn't go, and that's a bug I've reported several times, but I intentionally did that because I wanted to throw it in this video real quick too. Alright, come on. And the only way to prevent that is that once you fire the rockets, immediately switch to another weapon and then switch back again. And that will let you fire again. But that's a big frustration that the rockets did not fire, and I could have taken him out easily. Also, the cyclotron ballista, I think that's what I was just using there. I'm not really a big fan of that. It's one of the most powerful, like, phaser style weapons that you can install, but it doesn't really, it almost never connects for me. I don't know if I'm just using it wrong or what's going on there, but I'm not connecting at all with this guy. See, the space battles it's a little too hard to fine tune, and especially because the process is the same. They just do this exact same routine over and over again. They just circle around and point at you, and that's the best time to hit them. There's no dog fighting or chasing going on here. But as you see, we beat the pirates, didn't need to use the defense chit, and, maybe it's because I don't have it selected? Ah, there it is. Yeah, I was going to say that line over there looked like it was probably the delivery thing. So let's see if we can deliver this thing and see if the same bug that happened before. Oh, so I didn't finish what I was saying, is I went to deliver it, and I delivered it, and the option was not grayed out, and I went ahead and delivered it. And what ended up happening was immediately after I delivered it, it told me a new trading post to go to drop it off. But I didn't have it anymore, so I was confused. It didn't tell me to go back to see the mission agent. It just told me to go to a different trading post. So I went to the other trading post. Obviously it was grayed out because I didn't have the item, and I backed out to see if that other bug had happened. But it just told me to go to a different trading post. So I went to the next trading post. Same thing. It just kept happening until I finally gave up and abandoned the mission. And of course, I still have that pirate mission that I'm stuck with, and so now I'm going to have to abandon that as well. So yeah, as you can see, let me see. Now you can't see it because I haven't been able to prove it yet, but let's see if we can drop this off. And I'm really hoping that bug happens again, because as you go up higher in levels, you start to get the same mission over and over and over again. So let's see. Again, it would be really nice to interact with these black bars. I thought they added a thing to remove those. What? Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and deliver that. Aha! There it is! It worked again. So, there you go. Now it's telling me to go to a different... But I no longer have it in my inventory. There's no bromide salt in here. So let's go to the next... So yeah, that quest is pretty much completely broken. And of course, now that I'm at a certain level, that's the only quest of deliver goods I'm going to get. So now, anytime I see deliver the goods in a quest log, I'm not even going to bother clicking on it, no matter what the prize is, because obviously I can't complete it. Unless I can complete it here, but let's see. And I literally, as you saw, got those quests and immediately did those quests. I didn't get those quests and then go do something else. I immediately went straight for it. So it's not like I did anything that could have messed up the system or order. I followed the directions specifically as they wanted them to be followed. If I had gone and done other stuff, I mean, like the pirate, where I decided not to engage him right away. Yep, see? Grayed out. So. Oh, there's an S-Class right there. Huh. Let's go take a look at that while I'm here. It's not a very pretty one. Mine's prettier. Although we are going to take a look and see if maybe it has better slots, because I think mine only has 19 slots. 16, yeah. I find that these exotic S-Class ships really are nothing to be excited about. They're mostly just trophies to put on your mantle. And I'm okay with that. But I have never found the squid-looking one. If you don't know what I'm talking about, there's two versions of exotic craft. The spherical ones like this, and another one that's very squid-looking. It's got these, what looks like tentacles sticking out. I've never come across those, but I've come across those sphere ones in many variants. So, anyways, one thing I didn't try, let's go ahead and see if I can decline delivering and see what that does. No, it just keeps telling me to deliver it. So, there's nothing I can do, and this quest is broken. So, let's go back to the quest giver and take another look at what he has to offer. Not to mention, and if you don't know this, an S-Class ship can be any ship. As you can see, my hauler here is an S-Class ship. The one that I was looking at down there, the spherical one, is an exotic. And the exotics are not the only S-Class ships. They're just the coolest looking. And I really wish they had kind of added more ship variations to the game, but it is nice to see at least two more, even though there's one I have yet to see at all anywhere in the game. I'm not sure what I'm looking for to find that, but anyways. The cool thing about the S-Class ships, the exotic S-Class ships, is they actually transform and change as they land. Many of them will have wings that fold out. If you find the one that has the wing that folds straight down, it's really cool looking. Reminds me of a B-Wing from Star Wars, which is one of my favorite ships. So I'm really excited to see that, but unfortunately, I don't recommend buying them, as they can really glitch out your freighter. Because they actually block you from using the walkways in your freighter. Also, they're very comical if you call them to land on a planet, because they'll actually land where the wing hits the ground, the wing will fold up to the top like it's supposed to, but the ship will remain floating in the air. I wish I had some pictures of that or video of that bit. I long since sold that one. So let's go ahead and hand these in. Collect an item. Well, I did get that one done, so... but we're going to have to go ahead and cancel the pirate ship one. There is, I think, you can also reload the game and the pirate will reappear, but I can't say for sure that will work. But while we're here, and hopefully he's not too talkative, he looks like he's seen some things. Boy, wow, that's a lot of coffee you drank there, brother. As you can see here, we have a lot of rewards that are very interesting and worth talking about. Now, first of all, we have here nanite clusters. I don't even know why I have this, so I'm going to go ahead and get rid of it because I have 4,000 nanite clusters, and the most expensive I've seen stuff cost is about 600. And I don't have that much more to buy. There's not a lot of stuff to buy that I need nanite clusters for. And I know there's other ways you can spend nanite clusters, but those are few and far between, and again, they don't require that much. The rewards here, now money, 54,000 is not much, but hey, it's money. Same thing with 9,000, not much is not money. Now 260,000 units, oh yeah, that's pretty good. I'll take that. Hot ice is pretty good because you can sell that for a good reward. So you can get it. That's actually like probably 250,000 units right there. Could even be a couple million units for all I know, because I forget how. Actually, I can find out right now. So hot ice is. Okay, let's back out of here. All right, freighter. Hot ice is. I mean, that's 2 million units right there if I finish that. So that's a good reward. But let's continue to look at my rewards here. Now this is where I wanted to talk about Pulse Jet Tau and Flora Analyzer Tau. I see these constantly. These are one of the most common rewards for the game, and I do not need them. They are a waste of my time. I have both of them. Why can't there be better recipes available? In fact, I don't think I've ever seen Flora Analyzer Theta. I don't have that recipe, as you can see. Come on, let's bug out of here. That was not a comment on your eyes. It wasn't a pun. As you can see, like I mean, I don't have. Where is? Oh, that's in. I'm looking for technology. I don't have Flora Analyzer Theta. It would be really nice if that would pop up, but that might just be simply a matter of time. But as you can see, there's a lot of recipes I don't have because I'm really, I don't know what that is. But I'm really struggling to find them. The more important ones, and I did an entire video ranting very aggressively about this, but I have this recipe that I found at a manufacturing facility, as well as 2 subsequent ones below it, and I believe at least this one goes into that one. You need that one. But also what goes into that one is whatever this is, and that cryo. I think that's called a cryo tube. You cannot find these. Cryo pump is what it is. You cannot find these anywhere. They're supposed to be in manufacturing facilities, and I've done it almost every video. I comment on the fact that I have been looking and looking, and I don't get these. I get the same crap I've already gotten 300 times over. I've gotten the same. I get shielding upgrades for my suit. I get how to make magna gold and let's see, some suspension fluid. Suspension fluid, electron vapor, and antimatter are like the first 3 things you learn in the game. Why am I getting those in manufacturing facilities still? Like, obviously I have those. So it would be really nice if maybe these were the prizes for, you do get the ingredients for those. In fact, I think there's actually one available here. Let's take a look. Cryo pump. So I can get a cryo pump to help make a stasis device. I can get it as a prize. Obviously, I can't because it's not unlocked, but I could spam missions until that was available. But as you can see here, let's see, stasis device is 18 million units, and it requires a cryogenic chamber. I have that. And iridescite, I have that recipe, and a quantum processor. So it doesn't require, no, the cryogenic chamber requires the cryopump. But quantum processor, I don't have. You could see, you can't see the shape too much, but it looks like a nanite cluster, and I know which one that recipe is, but you can't find them. And yet, for these brand new quests that they were all excited to release, the prizes are Flora Analyzer Tau, Deflection Enhancement Sigma. That's also one of the first things you get. Health Module Sigma. These are not rewards. These are punishments. I have these. There's no way in hell I would click these 2 quests. Because it's like, what? Or this one. I wouldn't click any of those 3 because the only reason to maybe click them is to increase my Explorer rank, but that's this one. None of these are that. This is just Gek Friendship, which is maxed out for me already. And this one, you know, might be advantageous because of that, for the Mercenaries quest. But otherwise, pretty much guaranteed, I'm not going to click these. So those are out. The rest of them are nanite clusters. I have 4,000. I don't need that. So far, I very rarely have a reason to ever do a quest. That's a common problem with this game is they release something new, but it doesn't take very long before it's not necessary. Before it's not only not necessary, it's borderline a burden. There's no reason for me to do them anymore because most of the time, the items that I could receive aren't worth it. And that's then only a matter of time before you stop even bothering to look. You start to go into these, you go into the space station, you're like, maybe I should check out the quests. Nah, it's just gonna be the same crap, you know? And again, most of those things that it was offering me, you can get right here in this shop. So I don't even know why those are an option. Again, the nanite clusters actually make sense, but I'm not going to pick them because I have way too many nanite clusters because I can't spend them here. There's nothing to buy. I have all this stuff, but I have recipes that I don't have yet, but I never, ever, 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 ever see them. And this is not, you know, I've visited a lot of places. Look how many pages of this stuff I have. I've definitely explored the galaxy, but I've never seen any of that stuff. So yeah, it's sort of like the quests are, besides the fact that they're completely broken right now, they're not really worth it when they work, especially once you get to a certain level. Now, I know that when you get to higher levels, like the cryo pump, for example, you start to get better prizes like that. But again, it doesn't take long before you're really over them and you just don't even bother anymore. And the biggest thing is this leads to the same rant I already had, and that is this game needs to know what recipes you already have and stop giving them to you. Stop making prizes and awards and things in manufacturing facilities and things that you get from random interactions with certain devices. Stop making them recipes that not only do we already have, but they're some of the first things we got in the game. Sorry for that hard cut here, but I realized while I was editing the initial video that I had 2 more quests that I didn't list because I can't recreate them. And while I was doing that, I also noticed that yes, the pirate did in fact reappear once I reloaded the game. So we're gonna go ahead and engage him real quick and get this knocked off, and I might go ahead and skip through it real quick. Alright, so I now beat the pirate, and I cut that whole thing out because it was an insanely boring battle. It was the same thing that I was saying earlier where I just basically stay in one spot wait for him to circle around and shoot at me, and shoot him a bunch of times. It was impossible to get behind him or follow him or anything like that because he was so much more nimble, and it just wasn't a very exciting battle, as it kind of usually is, unfortunately. But anyways, what I was saying is that I forgot 2 quests that were also broken, and I don't think I can recreate them because they're not on the space station in this solar system, and I don't really feel like flying to another solar system to find them, though I might try. So let's go talk to a mission agent and see what happens. So here we are, we're in a new solar system because this guy has one of the quests that I had a problem with. He doesn't have both of them, unfortunately, but I don't want to really do both of them anyways to show you. I'll just explain. But the one he has here is he has locate a missing person. So we're going to go ahead and take this one real quick, and I'm going to hope that it gives me the same problem I've always had. Now this one's not as bad as the others because it can be bypassed easily, but still it has a problem that can be relatively frustrating. So let's go ahead and start this mission. Now, when you first get the locate a missing person, what it does is it just sends you to this location, you talk to a guy, and your mission's over. Again, it's like some of the others, it's a little bit too quick and too boring. And but as you level up, it gets a little bit more complicated, and what it does is it sends you to a trading post to talk to a guy. Aha, so this one has me stopping at a trading platform, so this is going to be the case. So I'm going to show you this real quick and see, and of course, might not work, but we're going to chance it. And the fact that so far I've said it might not work and it's worked every time, it's kind of a bad sign that these are common bugs. But anyways, we're going to go up and walk up to this guy here, and he's not going to be the guy we're looking for. He's going to tell us where we can find the guy we're looking for. But the problem is what he's going to want is a bribe. So he just wants 100 Mordite. That's fine, but maybe I don't have 100 Mordite, so I'm going to back out here. I'm going to leave and go get it. And now we're going to talk to him again. Oh, now he wants 50 Trophium. Well, I went and got my Mordite and came back. Obviously, I didn't because I had Mordite, but this happens quite frequently. And in some cases, it even asks for items that require you to have a recipe that you might not have, or at least an item. One in particular is usually ammonium salt, which it took me a long time to finally find that recipe. I fortunately have that now, but it was a long time before I got that. You can also get it as a reward, but that means going on several quests until you get it. But the thing is, as you can see, by just leaving and coming back, he wants something completely different. Now, this could be advantageous because maybe if he does ask for the thing you want, or the thing you don't have, then you can just talk to him again and he'll want something else. But maybe he'll just keep asking for things you don't have. And the thing is, you can go and get that stuff and come back, and suddenly he wants something else. Now he wants Trophium again. And I'm going to assume and pretend like I don't have it. So I'd have to fly up to my freighter to go get it. And in that case, I might come back and have done all this work to go get it, and he wants something completely different. We're going to see that. I'm not going to actually land on my freighter and stuff. I'm just going to fly out and fly right back in. So let's see what he wants now. If he still wants Trophium, let's just assume I went and got my Trophium, and I still don't have Mordite. But maybe... Yep, now he wants Mordite again. So this can be really frustrating. Now, obviously, it's not too frustrating because you can just back out and keep asking him. But it's still an annoying thing. So we'll go ahead and give him the Trophium because it's a little bit less useful than Mordite. And it's going to tell me to go get the guy now. So that's a bit irritating that it's not consistent because you don't fully know sometimes. One of the quests, those were easy ingredients, but one of the quests was the ammonium salt or a gravitino orb. And for some people, that might not be easy to obtain. You might have to go all the way back to your base to get a Gravitino orb, and the ammonium salts might be stuck in my situation where you can't get the recipes. So, yeah, that's a little bit frustrating, and that makes this quest potentially broken for some players. So in this case, wasn't a good example because I could do it, but then again, I could have done it anyways because I have Gravitino orbs and ammonium salts on my freighter. But for some people, that could be a big issue. The last one that I was going to talk about, and I don't have the ability, I looked at a couple places and I couldn't find this quest right now, but one of them was that it was a repair a piece of equipment. Now, the repair of the piece of equipment have always been a little frustrating because sometimes it also asks for stuff that you cannot create. In one case, it was asking for one of the rare recipes that I showed you I don't have. But most of the time, it just asks for stuff that's not easy to obtain. I fortunately have stockpiles of stuff, so I was able to go to my freighter. But what ended up happening was I went to the freighter. I'm going to go ahead and collect this guy while I tell this story. I went to the freighter to go get a circuit board because it was required for the thing. And the circuit board is a 1 million unit item. It's kind of difficult to hand those over for a quest that's probably just going to give me another recipe I already have. That really makes it not worth it. But here's what happened. I flew up to my freighter, got the circuit board, flew down. I haven't repaired anything yet. But when I landed, the item said it was already repaired and just asked me to report my success. Now that's not so bad because I didn't have to waste my circuit board and I completed the quest, but still that's another broken quest because I didn't do anything. So we're gonna talk to this guy, and all it is you just transmit location. I don't know what he did. It would have been nice if this had a little bit more depth to it, but you know, this one's not that bad, not that harmless. But as you can see, that little step along the way, that intermediate step in the middle, was a little bit frustrating. Hello. Nope, not worth it. So anyways, yeah, so the fact that it changes just by merely backing out of the conversation is already odd enough. But if you're not aware that that happens, you might go and get the item that they requested, only to come back and have them ask for a completely different item. Again, not knowing that you can back out and he'll change his mind, you might fly off again to go get that item and come back, and he wants a totally different item again. So that's a little bit frustrating that that's broken. And as for the repair of the damaged machinery, again, I wish I could recreate it, but it would be far too complicated, and this video is already too long enough. But I assure you that happened, where they told me which items to repair the equipment, but when I returned, it was already repaired, despite the fact that I didn't repair anything. So that one was broken as well. So I just wanted to make sure that I listed those. Oh, wait a minute here. What? Oh, okay. Sorry, I was like, wait, was this doing that one thing where it sent me off to another one to find the same guy? I don't know. Well, I wouldn't put it past it at this point in time. But anyways, so that's the thing I wanted to make sure I mentioned before I closed out the original video, and said that, yes, there was other quests that were broken on top of the ones I was already covering in the original video. The repair a broken machinery one is broken in the same way, in the sense that it's already fixed when I returned, so there was kind of no point to the mission. There was no challenge to it whatsoever. That one's not so bad because, hey, I got a free mission out of it, but again, it's also just not a mission that works. And then, of course, this one where the guy keeps changing his mind every time we talk to him. Again, I think that's intentionally in place in case you don't have the item, but it can make the game frustrating. It would be better if it just stuck to its guns and said, bring me this item, so that you have the quest to go get that item. But as soon as you leave, it changes. So these are all the quests, almost all the quests. The only ones that really work are the hunt sentinels and hunt creatures. And on top of the hunt creatures one, I hate that quest because I don't want to kill innocent creatures. I know that there's a quest for you to kill predatory creatures, but the ones where you gotta kill like 14 regular animals, I don't want to do that. I hate those quests. I feel bad doing them. And I'm not gonna find 14 predatory creatures because they're the most rare on most planets. So I'm gonna end up doing the same thing and land on a planet, just kill everything around me, and then I'm gonna feel awful about myself. So I really don't like that quest, so I don't usually pick that one either. So anyways, yeah, those are the other quests that I have a problem with that I forgot to mention in the previous video, and now that I've said that, we're gonna return to the previous video. Thank you. So, yeah, I mean, screw it, let's go ahead and check out a manufacturing facility while we're here. We might as well, just as we're on this topic again, let's go ahead and finish it out. Again, I have ADD. I don't stay on track. Ask for directions. It'd be really nice if you gave me a manufacturing. No, you did not. Give me a manufacturing facility. Oh God, I hate these. By the way, this is another thing that I think is bugged. So perhaps I should give the Gex some privacy. Okay, I'll leave. Nothing. Not a. Okay, that was a waste of everybody's time. What? Now what? Okay, well, try staring at him instead. Again, absolutely nothing. What was the point of that? Okay, now we can talk to him. So yeah, that's one of those weird things. And also you have to wipe out. Now I can ask him for directions. Oh, give me that blue square, blue building. Ah. You know, actually, I haven't been having this many problems getting manufacturing facilities this whole time. So I'm just going to go ahead and straight ask for their help for this guy. Screw his hydration system. And again, I'm going to have to do this real quick. And it's never worth bartering because they just give me junk every time. So there's 1,000 credits wasted. Waiting and waiting and... Oh, don't tell me what you get. Oh, you gave me nothing. You gave me nothing at all. Thank you. What do you have? I don't care. Fine, I'll barter because I don't want to get... Oh, I should have given him the Mordite. I have way too much of that stuff. Hey, at least you gave me money. Alright, ask for directions. Nothing. He gave me nothing again. So, apparently I can't find a manufacturing facility in this solar system. Great. So, I was going to try to show you that you go to a manufacturing facility and it just gives you a crap recipe, if it even gives you a recipe, that you already have. Actually, well, no, I'm not going to do that. There is another way to find a manufacturing facility, and it requires picking a quest that gives you one, then marking the target, leaving, coming back, and then you have a manufacturing facility. But that's way too much work. So, what is that? Trading post. All right. Wait, you still want me to deliver the good? Oh my goodness. All right, we're gonna, I forgot to get rid of the missions, that's why. But yeah, you see the point. It's broken. It's broken and frustrating that there's not really much to do after a certain point in time, and that's been a common problem with this game, is they release these updates and they're really cool, but they don't last. It becomes old really quick. And the thing is, it doesn't have to, because again, I'm locked out of all these recipes. It could be fun to be making oodles of this and making tons of money so that I can go buy a better freighter and work my way up on the freighter scale and all that stuff. But no, I can't. I'm locked out of this because nowhere will give me these 3 recipes. We already talked about the Atlas path didn't give me an important recipe, and I'm stuck there. And I don't actually have that recipe either, so, but I have seen the item because I get it as a prize. And that's another thing. It gives it to me as a prize. It tells me exactly what I need, organic catalyst and ammonium salt, but still don't have the recipe for it. So I know exactly what I need, but I can't make it. So these are just... I think every video is going to end up complaining about this, but first of all, as you can see, the quests are broken. And we're going to go try one more time to deliver this thing. The quests are broken. As you can see, I can't deliver the item because I don't have the item because I already delivered it. And I had a similar problem with the Raid a Planetary Depot quest, and that's another video I did separately. So that quest is broken. Not a raid a planetary depot, but a planetary harvester. And the planetary depots are still broken, and they even addressed this in the patch notes where they said they fixed a bug where it would send you to a planetary depot that was already destroyed because perhaps you already destroyed it before taking on the quest. That's still broken because that happened to me recently after that patch. So unfortunately, again, I've made another video to report to No Man's Sky, to Hello Games, that your quests are completely broken. And I'm running out of things to do in your game. The good news is I'm running out of bugs to report because I can't do anything to find the bugs. So with that, thank you for watching. I have been Hyperion. We're going to deliver this and probably fail again. Probably started the outro a little too early. But I've been Hyperion. This is No Man's Sky. Thank you for watching. And hopefully, see you in a more happier video. Bye-bye!